All right, welcome back, everybody. Evviva Experience, Episode 3. We have with us Mr. Tony No, Mr. Spencer Kenkel, Michelle Bowman.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about things that have been going on the last couple of weeks. It is the end of the second week of the CrossFIt Open. How's everybody doing?
Great. This week was awesome.
This week was fun. This workout was more fun than the first workout, I think.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like drained. Like, I feel like it took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
I did it earlier today, and I'm just like,
That's the great thing about the Open is you don't, it's like you almost forget how much it takes out of you. You know, it's like you put everything into it for that one workout and you're just dead.
I was remarkably, I was really anticipating 19-2. It was like just maybe because it's Sunday, so I did it later in the game. Like all day, I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And that's okay.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that you anticipated 19-2 more than you did 19-1?
I don't know. I know that I was watching the leaderboard pretty seriously, and I kind of knew we're realistically not considering the leaderboard because that doesn't matter, but I would end up. But I had some goals where I wanted to end up on the leaderboard too.
And you know that squat cleans hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Like the weight was enough where that first one was, oh, I can do that. But the second round, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I think.
Oh, shit. Like that second round's going to be hard. So you knew that. So it was a little bit more scary than just like rowing and wall balls.
Yeah.
It was pretty standard.
I think so also. I think that the rowing and wall balls, it's easy to just start the clock and go. And it's 15 minutes and you're like, okay, it's going to hurt 15 minutes and it's over. I think there's a lot of that added pressure when there's, like you said, like those are pretty big jumps that you're making with that barbell. I think most of the people made it through that first barbell, but once you get to that second barbell and possibly the third one, those jumps are pretty big. Like, I mean, 135 compared to 185 or, you know, I don't know what it is for the woman, but it's a solid jump that you're making. It's pretty, it hits you like a truck, I think. And I think that another reason that I also felt a lot more anticipation for this one. I think it's somewhat has to do with the fact that there's the windows. And so with 19-1, you know, you get to work out for 15 minutes. Like you're going to, no matter what, you're going for 15 minutes and then you stop at 15 minutes. But this one, there's like that added pressure of like, it's not necessarily a very long workout. And there's those windows where if you don't make the cutoff in time, it cuts you short. And I think that it's tough in a workout like that when almost it could feel like you're getting cut off in a way that you think like, okay, I could have probably made it further if that was like a 20-minute AMRAP and you see how far you can get. A lot of people probably could have completed a lot more of the workout. But
that's why this workout I thought was especially beautiful because this is your second year, right, Tony?
Second year.
And second year for Jesse too.
Second year.
And this is one of those workouts that is like a tipping point I don't know if tipping point is the right word, but it gives people this confidence. Like a workout like this makes you realize how strong you actually are. It pushes you to get uncomfortable. It's like really exciting for newer CrossFitters because you always end up doing more than you think. And there's that pressure that you were talking about to go harder than you want to go. And so I don't know if you guys experienced that last year or if this type of workout this year kind of makes you realize like, wow, I am really strong and this is working and I'm, you know, I can do more than I thought.
Yeah, I want to expand on that just because, you know, the windows made it particularly awesome because it's made it for great spectating. Like sport, right? You're just rooting for someone to make it past that window or to meet that requirement. And so for me, this is like probably one of the best ones that I've got to watch people do and judge. I think it's just fun from that aspect.
Yeah.
But I think not even for new CrossFitters, but old CrossFitters too, like Gary beat his score from 16.2, which is awesome. You know, and the first time he tried it, he did terrible. He didn't get past 16.2. He didn't beat his time from 16.2. Yeah. He did much worse. But then he retried it, and then he knocked it out of the park. So I think that was cool. You know?
Yeah, totally.
It's cool. And it's cool when they repeat them. You can compare yourself. I don't think any of us. No, you did 16.2.
I honestly don't remember doing it.
Okay.
I did it, but it's like maybe I blocked it out of my mind because it was painful, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I wasn't doing CrossFit in 2016.
Okay.
So I didn't have, and I think I've repeated a lot or gone back and done previous open workouts, but this was one of the ones that I hadn't repeated in my training yet. And so this one was, it was a first for me. Yeah. We'll see if I improve. I'm doing it again tomorrow. So see if I can do a little bit better than I did the first time.
What's your strategy going in?
So I think toes to bar are one of my strengths, and I think that double unders I'm good enough at that I can do 50 unbroken. And so my strategy was initially this last round, it was to do sets of 10 and then 5 on the toes to bar. So 10, 10, 5, and then unbroken on my double unders. And I think that where I went wrong was with the squat cleans. I went out a little too fast, I think. I did 10 and 5 unbroken for the first barbell, and then I did singles at 185 and singles at 225. I was watching some videos of a guy who's a CrossFit coach that was kind of breaking it down. He was saying, I remember during the workout taking a lot of time to get from the barbell back to the toes to bar and resting a lot so that I could do a big set of 10 when I jumped up on the bar. One of the things that he said is a lot of people sucked a lot of their time resting there. And he said that when people redid it, they did a lot better going straight from the barbell, jumping up on the bar, doing a quick set of toes to bar, resting a little bit, and then going back up for a bigger set after. And so you kind of like turn your rest into the in between your sets of toes to bar versus waiting to jump up there. So he said that was a really big thing that people improved on. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. And then Byron said that when he was watching me, he said I could have picked the bar up a little bit faster at the 225 barbells, resting a lot in between my reps. And so I think yesterday I came in and just tested timing with those cleans. And then I think I'm going to, I think I have a better feeling of what I want, how much rest I'm going to take and what it feels like in my head between reps, and try and cut that time back. I can't clean 275, but my goal is to make it past 225 barbell, because I know if I make it to that next window of time, I can finish my toes to bar and double unders and kind of get myself into that next
That's like
tier
so many reps. If you can just get past the barbell, like you could just knock out 75 more reps. Like, that's sick.
Yeah. So I know, I mean, I'll try and pull 275. I doubt I'll be able to clean it. I'd be like happy to, but I'm not expecting to. The main goal is to make it through 225 bar. I mean, if not, hopefully I can just improve and maybe get more reps at 225, but overall.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
How was, maybe going back a little bit, how was 19-1? We sort of started with 19-2. Any memorable things from 19-1?
Tony?
Oh, I got to judge Little Jet,
Oh, yeah.
I think he's 14 or 13.
Yeah, I think he's in 8th grade.
Okay, 13. He's probably 12, actually. 12 or 13 range, right?
I think he's a little bit older than 12. I'd say he's 13, 14.
Yeah, and I got to judge him, and he was crushing it.
He was crushing it today, too.
Yeah, I love just watching him work out. Like, he's so young, and he got to, like, the 7th round.
Yeah.
And, because I don't know what I was doing when I was 13. But
it's cool to have that.
I know I can't match his performance when I was 13.
Yeah. It's cool to have that groundwork laid for, like, physical capability and be that young. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, I was 19-1 for you.
It was good. I was happy with how it went down. I think I got 6.
You got your rowing.
Yeah, I did get a taste of rowing. My legs were messed up for days.
Oh, same.
It was great.
Yeah.
But it was pretty painful.
I think 19.1 for me was my workout. Everyone kind of has a workout that they're going to kind of crush, and I'm tall, so wall balls are good for me. I rowed in high school, so rowing is not a big deal for me, and I'm kind of stubborn, so I can just keep going and push myself. So it was a good kind of mental. I think wall balls are totally mental. I think the 10th wall ball is going to hurt just as much as the 20th wall ball.
Absolutely.
And so you just kind of have to grit your teeth and just keep going. And I'm pretty good at that. And so I had a lot of fun with that workout. Even though, watching it, I think got a little boring, but it's a good one to get in the zone, kind of go robotic on it and really work on that mental toughness.
It was very just straightforward. It was just like, just go.
It's
That's
inclusive though, right? Like it's fun to start off the open that way with something that everybody can do.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can do both movements. So
totally.
Yeah, it was a good one.
What about team stuff in the first week? There was some big shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans went down first week.
Yeah.
So, first week, the challenge was Evviva Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was cool because all the teams tried to outdo each other, showing their pride for the gym. And it was cool in the way that we all had the same, like, it was like unifying in a way, even though we were competing. I mean, the elephant in the room would have to be the tattoos.
It was amazing.
Yeah, let's just say it.
Well,
amazing.
Hold on. There was also, so the whole idea behind it was so Byron can shamelessly sell more swag.
Right.
But yes, continue to the tattoo.
Yeah.
So, in trying to show our Evviva Pride,
Mm-hmm.
I think our team Team Swole Patrol represent sort of catalyzed this whole movement where people just went out and got tattoos.
Yeah, well,
gym related tattoos. They were.
Yeah.
It wasn't like. I think the only person who actually got the gym's name is Bethany, with the Evviva.
yeah, Bethany got it on her wrist,
Mhm.
and it looks really cool.
Oh, it
Have you guys
does.
seen it?
And
It's kind of like Greek
Yeah,
kind
and
of
it's not
lettering.
like-
Greek letters
It's
is super
cool.
cool.
it's not like it says like CrossFit Evviva, so it's like it's.
What if it did say CrossFit Evviva?
I mean, if it did, it would be. I mean, it would be fine, but
Yeah.
What if right now I just like was like, look what
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Michelle,
Tony?
can you remind us again what Evviva means?
Doesn't it mean like to life?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a cheers.
It's like a
Okay.
cheer. I think it's an Italian word.
I think
and
that's a beautiful thing to
it's
get in your wrist.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
And Taylor put it out there on Facebook on our group page, our team page, and then I kind of started poking people because why not? It's fun. And then people kind of got into it. And then I was like, sure, I'll do it if you guys do it. I've got a bunch of tattoos. So what's one more?
It blew
and-
up.
And it kind of blew up.
Blew up fast.
A
Like,
lot
it
of-
was just like
yeah,
lightning.
Like the
striking.
next day. I mean, the
Yeah.
challenge was announced on Thursday, and we were all at High Priestess getting tattoos from a guy named Rob, who was awesome. I would go back to him in a heartbeat for another tattoo. And then out of the blue, this guy over here,
Yeah.
Tony, posts a picture on Facebook where he got a tattoo on his leg, and he's not even on our team.
I did it 3 hours later.
Yeah, so
I was
talk
like-
about peer pressure.
I was like, I ain't gonna take this. I'm gonna go down swinging.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And
How
I'm
many-
just throwing it out there. It's like one thing to get a tattoo, but it's one thing to get a quality tattoo.
Oh yeah, totally. Shut up, man. Hey, mine's great. But I think
And
you
if you guys
know.
don't know, I just love talking smack.
Yeah.
I love talking smack.
Yeah,
It's getting serious.
Right?
This is a good crew.
you got
on
yours
this
in the place that you
episode.
cover up all the time. Mine's like out in the open.
oh,
Yeah. But trust me,
Have you told your fiance?
I have, yeah. So I
Okay.
wait till I waited 3 days to tell her.
oh man.
And then I was talking to Byron about it. The first day I got it, I came up to Byron. I was like, man, can't believe you made me a team captain. I felt like so much pressure, and I had to come out and like represent my team. And he was like, you just got to tell her. Every day you wait, it's just going to get worse.
That's awesome.
I think it's great. People who got the tattoos, I think, this place is amazing. I think everyone knows that. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't love the place. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
How many people total got tattoos? I think it was you,
Me, Taylor, Roger, Bethany, Paul, Rhonda, Tony.
That's 7.
So 6 people on one team and 1 person on another team.
It's
Yeah.
big. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I also heard, I think Kelly Hamlin was going to, but then there was like the snow week.
Yeah, she wants to get the same thing I did. She asked if she could copy me, and I said, "Of course. Why not?" Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of the snow week, how did everybody fare with snow-pocalypse?
It's kind of brutal. It was nice because I got time off school, which was cool, but it kind of sucks to get stuck inside. A
Yeah.
highlight of like those 3 days was just coming to the gym and like getting to move around a little bit. It feels weird getting like, I mean, it wasn't like we were that stuck inside, but not getting to do your normal routine against it, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt like I was going stir crazy.
Yeah, having the routine messed up is just really kind of tough, for sure.
It is tough. But I think it's also good, right? Kind of helps you keep you a little bit grounded and, you know, I don't know, shake things up a little bit.
Got lots of snow burpees going on.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
You threw down the gauntlet on that, too.
Yeah, we
Michelle.
should expand on that.
Yeah, I did, because I knew it was going to happen. So I was hanging out with my kids at home, and they were driving me crazy. They're 4.5, and that's just what little kids do. And I knew that someone was going to post burpees, because that's what we always do for snow. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just get some booze. Let's take a shot of tequila, and let's run out in a bathing suit and do some burpees. So I did it at, I don't know, like 9 or 10 in the morning. And that was that. And I only did 5 burpees, and people were giving me shit about that, Byron. But I didn't see you drink a beer or have any tequila, so it doesn't really matter.
You had a pretty high frolic factor, and you like did some actual diving into the snow too. So that's not just 5 burpees. Like,
yeah, I tried to get fresh snow each time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that challenge went wildfire.
It did.
A lot of people participated.
Everybody was stuck inside. They're like, oh my God, finally I have something to do.
Yeah.
Right? I think, Jesse, you hit it on the nail with the straight chug from the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
That was cool. That pull lasted a lot longer than I thought.
How about
it was
Clint,
going
though?
to.
Oh, Clint went buck naked.
Yeah.
I could attest to him. He's, well, I don't know for a first-hand account, but he's definitely a grower, not a shower. But yeah, this one's for you, Clint. I'm defending your honor.
Yeah, it went there. It was fun.
I was amazed because I took the long pull and then I did them, then I did another one. Like, I swear 5 minutes after I was inside, I was like, I cannot believe how drunk I am. Like, this is insane. It's like, this is so disproportionately drunk for the amount of...
Well, you've been doing so good with like keeping it clean and your diet and all that. So you're a cheap date.
Seriously.
You know, we should do more stuff like that at the gym. We used to do that. I don't know. I remember one time where there was like a smoothie challenge where I think like Byron put like a steak in a blender
Saw that video.
with a bunch of nasty stuff.
Delicious.
And then like people were putting tuna in blenders and eating them. Just absolutely ridiculous. It's so much fun.
At my, this is a little bit of a tangent, but going off that same thing, at my after school program when I was in like fourth grade, 5th grade, the staff at the after school program, when the food would go bad, they had this challenge for the kids where they'd put all the food that was about to expire into a blender and blend it up and see which of the kids could drink the most of it.
Wow.
And it was like their way of getting rid of the food, and it was super entertaining for them.
It's gross.
I mean, in hindsight, it must have been really entertaining for them. But like as a kid, I was like, Mom, I drank like 6 ounces of the Wonder smoothie today, and it was just like garlic powder, onions, and like
oh man,
some
Wonder
like
smoothie.
leftover like like cookie dough. Basically, it was like really gross.
That's awesome. Ugh.
But
that is awesome.
So I've been training for that my whole life. We should bring that back.
We
Let's
should
do
bring
it.
that back.
Yeah. Someone throw it down.
A Wonder smoothie.
It just takes one person.
Man, was that the official name? The Wonder Smoothie?
No, well, we can dub
Jesse's
it the Wonder
writing it
Smoothie.
down.
Or
The Wonder
the Wonder
Smoothie.
Smoothie. Will
Be on the lookout.
that should be the.
I think that's the name now. Oh God.
Moving on.
What have we done?
Who can make the grossest but also still stomachable Wonder smoothie?
If you keep it down, it's stomachable.
Yep.
Can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
I just ate dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
So, before we talk about 19.3, what's going on with the different teams? What have different teams got coming up? Because we're getting to event season.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can personally speak from our team, keeping it real. So we have joined forces with Thunderstruck. Is it? No, it's not
Thrusterstruck.
Thrusterstruck. Okay.
It's hard to say.
English is my second language, by the way. And we joined forces, and on March 19th is a Tuesday. We're going to be hosting a silent auction / trivia night.
Fun.
And we're hoping, hopefully, Jesse, maybe you can help us with this to get some live music, like some kind of smooth, jazzy something. People can sip wine on and make bids on, pinky out.
Is that with my team?
No, that's with our team.
Yes.
Oh, I think we have
So
almost
not-
the exact same
Wait, no,
event.
aren't we doing?
No. You guys are Swole
What is
Patrol.
even
We're
going
Swole
on?
Patrol, aren't we with
We're
you?
with you.
Yeah,
And isn't it bingo?
we're
It's
double
bingo.
dipping.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah,
gosh.
we get around.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we get
Oh,
around.
my.
Hey, we keep it real.
Oh, jeez.
We keep it real. We got a lot of
Well,
services.
if you're double dipping, you're working with all the teams.
I'm working with all the teams.
Why don't all the teams just all
Except,
work?
actually, except for Sour Snatch Kids.
Well, okay, I was gonna say why don't
No,
all
but
the
we're
teams
doing a trivia night with, I think, Kelly's team.
Which is
Like,
the-
literally-
Okay, okay.
That is,
Literally-
that's all of us coming together then.
Why don't we all just come together and do some events then?
So wait,
If
then
we're
it's
all-
just Swole Patrol getting left out of that,
yeah.
and then Tony's helping us with our thing.
Oh,
Well, the thing is, okay, so our team, we just had a meeting
It's all
yesterday.
unraveling.
Our team had a meeting yesterday, and what we came together and decided was the more the merrier, and we don't want to forget what the actual goal is, right? Like, it's fun to compete against each other, but
Yeah.
the goal is to raise a lot of money.
yeah.
Right.
And the more minds we can put together, able bodies can get together, the more money we can raise.
Totally. So then with that, I don't know how, and this is just me brainstorming, I don't know how much effort people have done for this. What if we just did one big gym event and everyone threw all the resources
So-
together?
I don't know if you were
Yeah.
part of this conversation, but I was talking to somebody about it during the week, and we were saying that we should have one big gym thing that all the teams put on together.
Mm-hmm.
And your points aren't based off of how much money we raise, but based off of participation and volunteering for that specific event
Yeah.
that we put on. And so, if
Wouldn't that be? I don't know how it's going to be tabulated, but that could sort of be how they kept track of the powerlifting meet,
Yeah.
because we're all kind of theoretically involved in that somehow.
I see.
Well,
I could be wrong on that. I have no
I don't know.
inside knowledge on that sort
I'm
of
not
thing.
sure either. It feels like we're getting into this
Into the
nebulous
weeds,
region of
yeah.
where we don't really know what we're talking about.
but that
But-
week after, the week after next, basically,
Mhm.
right? The week of the 14th, 15th, kind of that range.
Mhm.
There will be events going down
Mm-hmm.
here,
Yeah.
bingo or trivia.
I also hear Kelly's trying to organize a garage sale,
Mm-hmm.
like a gym garage sale. So anybody who has some old junk they can
That
bring.
is a great idea.
That was one of our ideas too.
It was. Yeah, we kind of
Mhm.
nixed that and changed it so that we could sell tickets for the bingo or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because I was at the when I was at the barber's, I was telling her, for those of you that don't know, I got the word swole and a barbell shaved into the back of my head for my team pride thing. And I had to justify it to the barber, obviously, because who in their right mind would do that? And she was saying, like, we should do bingo, and then the barbershop can sort of like pitch in and give like free haircuts and free like cosmetic products and stuff for
Mhm.
the
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
and so we might I have to get Byron in contact with them, but we might team up with them, and they are totally in on it. And they were like, we'll do t-shirts with you guys, like we'll do all this crazy stuff, we'll sell stuff here for you. So that's another kind of thing
Nice.
that could happen. So
It's pretty cool though. I think just kind of wrapping around that the gym for the past 2 years has shifted away from competing for the open just to compete for the gym to competing for a cause.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right? Like that's really great. Last year we raised so much money for Food
Oh,
for Lane
man.
County, and this year we're hosting the Special Olympics powerlifting meet next
Mm-hmm.
week, and then raising money for Special Olympics. That's great.
I think CrossFit Intensify is coming out for that also, aren't they?
Oh, that's right.
They're coming to help out for the powerlifting.
Yeah, co-people.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'll be fun.
Shout out Intensify.
Yeah.
Totally.
It'd be cool, like maybe in the future, if we can shift having internal war into having like external
Oh, gym war.
CrossFit war.
Ugh.
Yeah. With other gyms. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
It
like
would be
the community
fun.
could pick an organization every year, and the gyms all work to fundraise for that specific organization. You
That
know?
would be amazing.
Big gift
Lake
press for
County or-
CrossFit.
Just imagine the end party if like all the CrossFit gyms were like together. It might also be like kind of like, I don't know how much people know each other from other gyms.
It might be weird. It might get clicky.
Yeah, but but putting all that aside, like what you could do for the community is huge.
Of course.
You know, that would be fun.
Of course, my mind
We could do
goes
some like
straight
throwdowns
to the after party.
right?
And we're already thinking about the after party. This theoretical. It's like, oh my god, can you?
Yeah, that all
imagine?
sounds good, but let's talk about the after party
Stuff.
Okay. Before we move on real quick and talk about our predictions for 19-3, we wanted to talk about like the current standings. Not so much the placing of people, but I think that there was it kind of wasn't as transparent as it could have been for what you're going to get points for and stuff. I could be wrong, but I think a majority of the team's points are going to come from participation. So moving forward, if you're listening and you're wondering why you didn't get participation points, it's because you didn't post on Facebook with proof that you did the workout in your spirit gear, or like have proof of what you did to represent the gym or the team or whatever. And you got to make sure that those scores are logged on the CrossFit Open website. Yeah. And so I think that's a lot of free points there, is just kind of posting on Facebook and then putting that score in the Open website. Like the tattoos and stuff, although it's super badass, it really only gets you, I think you get like 2 points. You get like an originality point and then the point for actually doing it, I think is how it works. And so it ends up coming out like we were talking about it before we started recording. Like you get 2 points for a tattoo, you get 2 points for like writing it on your arm with a Sharpie, and you get 2 points if you go out. What'd you say, Jesse? Rob a bank.
Yeah, you get 3 points if you rob a bank, actually. So you should probably do that.
It's a great idea.
It'll probably go fine for you.
Donate the money.
Yeah, donate the money fast.
Yeah. Get rid of it.
Yeah, and 10% to me for the finder's fee.
Yep. Okay. 19-3. What do we think? Jesse, you said you had no idea.
I'm bad at these things. I think you guys are super experienced.
Tony?
I think it's going to be dumbbell work.
Oh.
Dumbbell, maybe some the devil's press.
Oh, I would
like
love
that.
to see that. That'd be so much fun.
Can I throw it out there that I don't think there are going to be any dumbbells this year?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to go back OG? No
A
dumbbells?
little bit. Yeah, I think no dumbbells.
I think there might be a dumbbell. I think that they'll keep it OG like they had like in 2011, 2012 that year, or those years. I think that they'll put a dumbbell in for something that was a mistake that they shouldn't have done in the past. So instead of like hand release push-ups, which are hard to judge, and you can kind of there's a lot of ambiguity there. I think like a dumbbell snatch is a lot easier to judge, so they might like sub that in. But I do think that it's going to stay pretty OG. I think something we're going to see this year that we haven't seen is a chipper, or we didn't see last year. I think we'll see a nice long chipper. I think in the future, I would be willing to bet there's going to be handstand push-ups, some form of burpee or a box jump
Next week?
Yeah.
I'm along those lines.
Yeah, we're still waiting for muscle ups. I don't know if there will be muscle ups. Usually they have handstand push-ups in that fourth workout, and so the third workout might have muscle ups. We might see some muscle ups. We'll see. There's no way of knowing. I think it'll be simple though.
I was thinking time domain because we've had a 15-minute one and kind of a 8 to 12 to 16-minute one, depending on where you fell. But it kind of seems like it might be a longer one.
A longer?
We also haven't had a very short one.
Yeah, they could repeat that workout. There's a workout that was 10 power snatches at 75, 55,
yeah, and
then
bar
3 bar muscle ups, and that was only 7 minutes long. That could be a good repeat. But they just did a repeat.
Do you think they would do back-to-back repeats?
No, I don't think so. We'll see.
I bet I'm interested. I think they might do like handstand walks earlier in a workout. Last year it was after all the the deadlifts, right, and handstand push-ups,
Yeah,
and
it's like
then it got
earn
to
the handstand
handstands.
walk.
I think
Yeah.
they're going to use that more as like a buy-in for people.
That'd be cool. You'd see a lot of people. That would be cool because it would force a lot of people to get their handstand walk.
Because I bet a lot of people started working on it after last year,
Mm-hmm.
and so it would be interesting to see how that skill progressed.
Yeah.
For people, because that was the new thing they introduced last year, right?
It'd be like the way the Open kind of forces you to learn that new movement.
Yeah.
Like when people get their first muscle up. Or
Totally.
First,
And the
first set
the
of
fail
dumbbell
videos
use.
on handstand walks would be pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
Watching people tumble.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Tony, what are you drinking in that mug over there?
This is, I believe, Full City coffee.
Oh, is it? Do
I
you
think
say?
So. I think so. That's what we have in the cabinet at the
It
gym. Right?
is.
Okay.
Is it a fine Guatemalan blend?
I think it is.
I
I
think
think you would
it's-
know more than me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. It was pretty tasty, though.
That was our segue to discussing coffee.
Coffee.
I would like to hear it. So Tony is a user of the AeroPress coffee making device, and
What is an AeroPress? I don't even know what an AeroPress is.
so it's like it's kind of like a small French press, but it's like you put a filter and there's like a tube, and you put everything in there and then the water and you mix it, and then there's like a plunger you like push down, and it kind of forces the coffee through everything
Like through the filter.
through the
Yeah.
filter.
Gotcha.
It's made by the same company that makes those crazy aerobie frisbees that go like super far. It's that same guy. It's like
Really?
Weird.
actually his video about how to use the AeroPress online is amazing because he's like just this old guy and he's just making coffee. It's kind of amazing.
Funny.
So Tony, what is your routine with the AeroPress as an experienced user?
So I've used the AeroPress for 4 years, but these last couple months I've moved away from it. My fiance got me a fancy Nespresso machine.
Oh.
And,
Nice.
I've been digging that so much. And not to get too far away from the AeroPress, I'll get back to that. But this Nespresso, if you guys haven't had one, it's the shit.
They're really good.
But instead of buying other people's capsules or their capsules, which is how they get you, right? That's like you have to buy into their system. You can get a third party capsule, and it's like a sleek stainless steel screw top. You can just use any kind of grounds you want.
Nice.
And that's my hack. I got 2 of them, so I can just interchange them.
Nice.
Nice.
So easy.
So does it make an espresso shot, or does it make a full thing of coffee?
It makes an espresso shot.
And then you can pour that into like a cup of hot water if you want to make a.
You can make an Americano. You can. It has all these settings to make like a macchiato.
Does it have a steam wand?
It has a steam wand and
Fun.
everything.
Oh, wow.
Like I've been trying my hand at latte art, but next time you go to your barista and they're doing latte art, have some respect for them. It's not easy. It is not easy. But so it's a game changer. But okay, back to the AeroPress. AeroPress is a great way to get like a great cup of coffee, and fast too. And the cleanup is the best. So what I usually do is I always do fresh ground beans. I like to use a hand grounder, and those you can get like $20 off of Amazon. AeroPress is the same thing, like $20. So it's a very accessible way to get in and like get good quality coffee. Ground your beans, and I usually go in between, a middle between like a fine and somewhat like medium coarse fine ground. Put that in the AeroPress, and then you'll add some water, mix it a little bit, then I'll add a little bit more water, mix it a little bit. So I'm kind of tedious with my routine, and then I'll fill it up. And then they say you should, when you're putting the plunger on, you apply even pressure. So I'll put my whole body weight into it and just like get a really nice pressure on it. And then afterwards, when you're done, all the grounds are like squished into a puck. And all you got to do is unscrew the top, go over to the trash can, and just pop it out. And it's just the best thing ever. Easy cleanup, rinse it, put it on your wash rack. That's it.
How much coffee does it make? Does it just make 1 cup?
You could probably make 2 cups of coffee if you wanted to. But anything more, you're kind of pushing it.
Yeah, it's not a lot of coffee. Yeah, if you're one of those people that likes to just like chug cups of coffee, AeroPress probably isn't the best thing for you. But if you want like
Just like 1 cup in the morning.
And you like the process. I think, you know, it's kind of, I geek out a little bit on like the process of making the coffee is fun. And so the AeroPress is cool for that too.
Yeah, I went and got a French press. I use that on the weekends when I have time.
Yeah.
But
AeroPress is faster.
is
It
it?
takes like 30 seconds. Yeah, because the
It's
French press, you have
easier
to
to
like
clean up.
let it bloom.
Yeah.
And then you have to put the top on and let it sit and then like press it. Yeah. The AeroPress is like a super fast French press.
Then maybe I'll look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I was using a Keurig for a while. My girlfriend has like one of those Starbucks card things, and it's like, I don't know how it's free, but for some reason, every time we go to Starbucks, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll use my card," and then no one pays. So
Nice.
maybe I think she's loading it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Behind the scenes, but it's like, if we don't have time, we'll just go to campus like 2 minutes early, and the coffee will just be ready for us with that mobile order. It's really easy. But I like having, and that stuff's always burnt. It just tastes like hot acid. You know?
Yeah.
But,
I mean, any type of coffee maker you use, if you're not using good coffee, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
You know, my husband loves the French press. I don't love it as much as he does. But
have you had the cat poop coffee?
So that coffee, there's a whole thing about that coffee, and I don't know everything about it, but it's actually, you can get kind of like deep into it.
It's not actually a cat for those.
Yeah.
No,
it's not, but it's also
it
like,
is, right? Like they
well,
feed the cat coffee beans, it poops it out, and then
It's more like a mix between a possum and a lemur. Or something like
it's like this weird thing, but it's also like it's not humanely sourced either. The animals that use to make that coffee are like, they're like caged up and forced to eat like exorbitant amounts of coffee cherries and stuff. So it's like, it's really not a good, like it's kind of a gimmick thing, and it's not a good type of coffee.
It's funny
you shouldn't buy it.
That you mentioned that, because the other day I was giving Taylor a hard time, and I was like, "Hey Taylor, if you're vegan, can you drink cat shit coffee?" And he was like, "I don't actually know, but I doubt it if they're not humanely sourced and they're like force feeding these."
I read that in a book a little, so I but yeah.
With that being said, shout out to Taylor, because you're super strong even though you're on a vegan diet.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You guys should get him in here to talk about that.
Yeah. I would love to know how those numbers work out with the protein consumption.
How much spinach does he eat?
Lots of lentils.
Ooh.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
do you feel like on the RP diet, like, you know, we have to eat a certain quantity of vegetables at every meal? Like, I'm to the point where sometimes I just like have like 3 giant handfuls of spinach in a bowl, and I just like eat it while I work on my computer. It's just like eating spinach all day.
Yeah.
So
that's when I was doing RP, I think I would just blend it all.
Yeah.
I'd throw it into a blender with like orange juice or something and blend it up, because I couldn't force myself to eat that much. I was eating like lots of bell peppers and stuff, but
so many bell peppers. Yeah.
So
19.3. No, did we talk about that?
Yeah,
we already covered
hit
that. I just
19.3.
didn't cross it out.
That's okay.
That's okay. Anything else? Anything else we need to talk about?
I don't know. Keep up the great spirit, Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Come out to the powerlifting meets this weekend.
Yeah. Volunteer.
Make sure we're volunteering.
Yeah, volunteer meeting, right? Thursday.
Right. Thursday after the open announcement.
5:30?
5:30.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that, and they're also, some of the athletes will be working out with us too this week, right?
Oh, that's right. I heard that.
I don't think they're actually going to work out with us, but they're going to come and hang out and watch us.
Okay.
They're going to watch Friday Night Lights.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Sweet.
And so they'll
That
be
should get
here
them pumped up.
Yeah, they'll be here
Yeah.
cheering us. I don't think they would. I mean, they might, but I don't think they would.
Yeah.
If they're going to compete the next day.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good point.
So, they might. They'll be here on Friday afternoon for Friday Night Lights.
Cool.
Totally.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Thanks, guys. This was
See
fun.
you next time.